And we are back after a thrilling matchup between the women's Coyote squad versus the Phoenix College Bear women's squad. Leading in a tragic loss. Coyotes coming up short by 1 point against Phoenix College in that matchup just moments ago. Real quickly, the Coyotes having some great scoring offensively, hitting a lot from the outside. Kaylin Horsley with 11 points in that match. Jalen Nashio with a pair of her own, 2 threes. Chloe Olberg with 4. And Juliet Botiller with 5. On the other end, Navia Campbell playing big with 7. Michelle Pons making an impact of her own, not necessarily as many on the score, but she was definitely impactful defensively and packed some serious power. And then Diana Holman, the muscle, down low in the post, coming up big with 14 points of her own. So overall, impressive lineup and matchup from these two teams as they battled it out. Phoenix College coming out victorious. Now we turn to the men's game. The Coyotes returning after a hiatus from the home court. They've been away just like the women's team, coming off the road with 2 losses and a recent win over Glendale Community College. Now they are back and ready to defend the home court from the opposing Phoenix College Bears in this back-to-back Saturday. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm Matt McCurdy, and we are here for this electric game between these two teams here in the Valley. Now, as mentioned before, the men coming off a hard road loss to Pima, the number 1 seed in the conference, 95-55. So quite a big loss there. Then they went to Scottsdale, scoring 73-65, and then took the win in Glendale, 70-66. Now, some big losses for the Coyotes. Will Coates out due to a lower body injury. We believe it's a sprained ankle. And in talking to him, looks like he's going to be in a boot and recovering for a little while, but nothing too major. And we hope to see him return before end of the season. Still a lot up in the air. We'll keep people updated as we go along. But he's out due to a lower body injury this evening. And he sustained that against Scottsdale in the Scottsdale matchup. Then the big man from down under. Actually, I don't know if he's from down under, but his dad did play in Australia. Ollie receiving a concussion in that Scottsdale game as well. He will be playing tonight, but you may notice a little bit more hardware as he wears a mask over the face, protect himself after a collision on the court in Scottsdale. And then Javen Price, the primary point guard, out due to illness. So he will be supporting from the sidelines and will not be playing on the court tonight. So those are some three primary players, some serious ammo gone from the arsenal of the Chandler-Gilbert Coyotes. But they'll be playing hard and strong tonight against Phoenix College. Phoenix College ranked Phoenix College ranked 5th in the conference. Chandler-Gilbert still maintaining their number 2 slot, right behind Pima. Pima with 11-0 in conference record. As a review of their games, we see they went to Pima, 95-55 is the score. And, you know, we had a scoring problem in this matchup. 32% from the inside. They hit 21 of their 64 shots, or 21 of the 64 points that could have been made. And then 26% from three-point line, only hitting 7 of 26. So quite a only hitting 7 of the 26 points that they could have made in their three-point shooting. Now, if we turn to Pima comparatively, Pima hitting 57% from the inside, 42% from the three-point line. They made 34 of the 59 points from the inside, 8 of the 19 from the outside, and then they were 86% from the free throw line. 19 of the 22 points there. Coyotes only 46% from the free throw line, making 6 of the 13. So a serious gap between these two teams when it came to scoring and consistency offensively. You know, when you miss that many points or give that many points on the court, you're just bound to take the loss, and that's reflected in the score, 95-55 against Pima. Pima with some massive weapons. Cohen Gonzalez locked out from the three-point line, so that's a positive in favor of Coyotes, being able to lock up Cohen Gonzalez, who does have a electric three-point shot, but he was scoring quite significantly, 8 of 15 from the inside. And then, of course, Coda Benson, 2 of 6 from the three-point line, 6 of 11 from the inside. Just some massive weapons from Pima. Scottsdale, once again, the Coyotes doing better inside, 50% from the inside, 44% from the three-point line, but only 33% from the free throw. They just couldn't hit their free throw shots on the other end. Scottsdale, 70% from the free throw line, 17 of 24. So that game really came down to free throw shots, and they weren't converting at the free throw. Obviously losing Wild in that game, and then a concussion to Ollie hindering their ability to play. But those free throws making a significant impact. And then Glendale coming out, limited roster, taking the win, 70-66, and just a tremendous win there. So just seconds away from the beginning of this matchup, we'll go over the starting lineup as the referees get ready to officiate this game. Rest for tonight are Marcus Hicks, Derek Sedler, and Jason Starkovich. Now, Phoenix is currently 11-11 in season and 3 of 7 in conference. So they've won 3 games, lost 7 in the conference. Most recently taking a win against South Mountain, where they won 91-78, and then Scottsdale, 77-65. But then they lost against Mesa last Saturday, 75-67, which is odd because Scottsdale's better ranked than Mesa. Mesa in the last ranked position, and yet they took the loss. And Scottsdale ranked 1 above Phoenix College. So it'll be interesting to see how Phoenix plays tonight against the Coyotes on their home court. Really, as we saw in the game before, anything's possible. Starters for Phoenix College, number 2, Elijah Greer. Number 4, Maximus Romero. Number 13, Anthony Kenga. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Number 20, Eli Fleming. And number 24, AJ Ajawayne. And, of course, the head coach, Dwayne Eason. And now, your Chandler-Gilbert Coyotes. Starting us off, number 0, Tegan Maloney. Number 12, as a guard, Lockie McCain. Number 21, Cohen Aldridge. Followed by his twin, number 23, Connor Aldridge. And lastly, number 32, the muscle, Carter Korab. So a little different lineup than we're used to seeing. Obviously, Jabin Price being out of the mix. Will Coates out for a substantial amount of time, recovering from an ankle injury. And Ollie Hinder, we'll see if he...
6 weeks out.
And we're hearing potentially 6 weeks out for that injury on recovery, so that'll be substantial to this team. Hopefully he recovers rapidly and it goes well, so we'll hope to see him back out here. And then Ollie Hinder, we'll see if he comes out tonight. He was dressed out, but only time will tell. Phoenix wins the tip. Good jump from number 24, AJ Ajawayne. They'll kick it over to number 20, Eli Fleming. Swinging it over to number 13, back to 24, back to Fleming. Fleming will drive it up, and they'll toss it over to Ajawayne. Ajawayne down low in trouble. He tries to keep it alive, but he'll go out of bounds. And it looks like Lockie McCain will get called for the bump. Seeing that Ashwin was off balance. Obviously, we didn't have a great angle, but ref seeing a little bit of a bump, shoved him out of bounds. He'll get called, and it'll be the Bears' ball. Number 13 with a little shimmy and shake. He'll drive the lane and kick it way out, attempting to hit the corner. Number 4, Maximus Romero, but thought he had a few more inches of height and threw it way over the top. Maloney will bring it down, and McCain will start us off. Looking for Korab. Korab's at the top. Getting some serious defense. He'll hit Lockie in the corner. Lockie looking to make something happen. He'll swing it down to Korab. Korab down low. He'll muscle. He'll swing back. And a little fadeaway jumper on the right corner. That'll be 2 for Carter Korab. Ajwain down to number 13. 13 will drive the lane. Maloney's hands are all over it. And McCain will pull the steal. McCain coming down quickly. Splits traffic. Kicks it out to Aldridge. Aldridge with the attempted 3. It's no good. And the Bears get in traffic. Pick it back up. That was found by number 2, Elijah Greer. Ajwain kicks it over to number 13, Kanga. Kanga to Fleming. Fleming with the open 3. He'll shoot. It's good. Fleming buries the hatchet. And that's something we're going to want to watch tonight. That was very smooth off the hands of Eli Fleming. You could tell he had a quick release on that shot. Now McCain will throw it down to Aldridge, and Connor playing more of a muscle roll down in the paint. He'll get it stripped, and now it's Fleming in the corner. He'll kick it back up to Kanga. Kanga to Ajwain. Ajwain swings it down to number 2. 2 runs the gauntlet. It's no good, but they'll recover. Ajwain kicks it back up to Fleming. Fleming at the top of the key. He'll kick it around. It's now number 2 in possession. Greer waiting to set something up. He finds Ajwain in the down low. And Ajwain on the spin mistimes the footwork, and he'll get a travel. And you can tell Elijah Greer was really hoping to set something up there and just couldn't find an offensive pattern. Aldridge in the center. He'll pump fake, he'll spin, he'll reverse. He'll miss his mark, but a good look and attempt from Connor Aldridge. And a misstep and travel by the Bears. So the Coyotes will pick it up from the sideline. Cohen Aldridge kicks it to Maloney, and now Lockie down to Connor in the post. Back to McCain. And Korab at the corner. He'll drive in strong, power up, and go. Carter Korab playing big in this match. That's 4 for Carter Korab in the first couple minutes. Greer is stuck in the corner. He'll kick it down the lane, trying to feed number 4, Maximus Romero. And he just meets some Coyote traffic, and that ball will go flying out of bounds. It looks like the Bears will retain control, but they'll throw it in from the baseline. And they'll kick it out to Ajwan, and now Greer will drive baseline, tries to kick it up, but meets Connor Aldridge's hands, and he'll send it to McCain. McCain flying through the defense, back to Korab. Korab at the top. McCain looking around. He'll feed Cohen. Cohen in the corner. He tries to hit Connor. It's good. Connor down low in traffic. He'll feed Korab. And Korab brings it back out as Lockie McCain takes it back at the top. He calls for a screen. Korab sets the screen. Lockie with the space. He'll fly. He'll shoot. It's good. Lockie McCain from deep. And you got to love that. The playmaking right there. Calling for the screen, stepping back, and just letting it fly. What a great play by Lockie McCain. We love to see that. Now the Bears taking their time, staying composed, looking to set it up. Ajwan from deep. He'll make it happen. As A.J. Ajwan answers back to Lockie McCain's deep 3. He'll get one of his own. McCain kicks it over to Cohen. Cohen brings it up, finds Maloney on the opposite side. Maloney back to McCain. McCain, he'll answer, he'll miss. A little off the spot for Lockie McCain, just a little bit too much power behind that. And number 13 will go all the way, drive traffic, but it's no good. So now Maloney will bring it down, and he'll feed Cohen on the on the left side. Back to Cohen on the left side. He'll swing it. They'll swing it back to Maloney. Maloney over to the right, and he'll hit Walkie, who will fling it over to Korab in the corner for the three. It's no good. Bears will retrieve. They'll bring it down. Ajuan feeds Eli. Back up to the top, and Ajuan down on the baseline. Gets tangled up with Tegan Maloney, and it'll be a jump ball. And now we see the big man, Ollie Hinder, checking in for Carter Korab. As number 24, AJ Ajuan, and number 4, Maximus Romero, will check out for the Bears. Cohen Aldridge, number 21, checking out. As we see the return of number 11, Kobe Mott. It's been a while since we've seen Kobe touch the floor. Saw some great stuff out of him early in the season, but then had a hand injury that he has recently recovered from. McCain will go for a little floater over the top, but it rinses the ball and doesn't go in. So, and a foul is called on the play. Looks like Lockie had got held or bumped in transition. That was number 20, Eli Fleming. So Maloney's checking it in from baseline. He'll toss it, but comes off the hands of number 13, Anthony Conga. And Fleming kicks it up. So now Fleming up the top. He'll drive in, test the waters. It gets kicked out to 13, into the corner. It's no good. Number 23 with the miss in the corner. That was Tristan Williams. Maloney bringing it down. Looking for his mark. Finds. Now Kobe Mott with a little fake. Drives down the lane and kicks it back out to Connor. Wide open. Connor rinses the ball, and it's good. Connor Aldridge with the wide open three off a great pass from Kobe Mott, who dragged the defense down and kicked it out with execution. Now Fleming will try to answer his own, and he will. And you can tell this is just one of those games where these two teams will just go back and forth all night long. Hinder in the corner, finds Kobe Mott in the inside, and now he'll try to answer back. Lockie McCain with a three of his own. It's no good, but Hinder with the rebound and the putback. And I love to see Lockie McCain. We didn't get to see a ton of him early in the season because of an injury, but he's back. He's running the offense. And that will be a offensive foul against number 2 from the Bears, Elijah Greer, with the charge. Tegan Maloney moving his feet, trying to stay in front of him, and you could tell Greer dropped his shoulder and came in strong, putting them both to the court. So Kobe Mott will now take the primary point position as Tegan Maloney checks out, and he'll swing over to Cohen. Cohen kicks it over in the corner. And so Selah Thomas coming in hot and ready. Sees the opening, splits the defense, and takes it all the way. The Bears will kick it up to number 23, over to number 13. Fleming now with the ball. Fleming in the inside. He'll jump, he'll step back, he'll shoot. It's good. Mott kicks it over to Cohen. Cohen over to Selah. Selah to Hinder. Hinder on the baseline, finds Mott. Mott looking for an answer. He'll hit Hinder. Hinder back up to Thomas. Mott feeds Cohen down low. Cohen finds Nolan Christensen. He'll go up strong. Nolan with a couple of his own. Fleming in the paint. He'll kick it back out. Number 2, Greer. He'll drive in, dish it to Fleming. Fleming with another three. He won't get the point. Recovered by Cohen on the rebound. And Mott will bring it down over to Cohen. A little back and forth between the two. Thomas gets it, finds Mott down in the free throw line. Mott kicks it back out to Hinder. And Thomas drives in with his own. And he'll feed Nolan Christensen, who just answers the call, gets pounded by the defense, but gets 2 and heads to the line for a 3-point play. And you gotta love the ball flow and just communication between this Coyotes offense. Really working it around, taking their time, staying composed, and just making smart, clean passes. And that's what you want to see from the Coyotes. They're down a few men, and so it's great to see some of the reserves coming off, starting and making an impact. And Nolan will do just that as he makes it a 3-point play. Number 4, Maximus Romero, swings it up to number 15. Number 23 now to Williams, or to 13, Anthony Kanga. Ajuan gives it to Kanga. They're working their way around, trying to find an opening. They'll dish it to the corner. 7 seconds left. That was number 13 who threw it up. It's no good. Comes off strong the backboard. That was Kanga who put that up. And now Cohen will bring it down. Over to Thomas. Thomas back to Cohen, a little back and forth. They'll hit Mott on the opposite side. And Mott will run it up. Looking for a good pass. He'll find Aldridge on the right side. Taking their time. Thomas finds Nolan down low. And Nolan takes the bodies, gets it stripped. And the Bears will take control. Number 4, Maximus Romero finding Ajuan. In the corner, number 13, Anthony Kanga. He'll try it again for another 3. It's no good. Thomas to Mott. Thomas picked up by Kanga, and Mott will swing it to the opposite side. Thomas in the middle. Little jumper. Finds the corner, but it's no good. The Bears will recover, and now Romero will bring it down. Romero will drive in, test the waters. He'll go strong and receive the contact. That was from number 10, Selah Thomas. And we'll confirm this by the refs. Yep, it was Selah Thomas. Got the hands of Maximus Romero, who did a great job cutting through the defense, finding an opening lane, and he just went full throttle. So now he'll take his shots at the free throw line. The first one's good. So he'll put a point on the board for his team. Maximus Romero, 58% from the free throw line traditionally. And averaging 10 points per game. He'll make the second. Walkie McCain, he'll bring it down. And I love that the Coyotes taking their time, swinging ball around. They find Connor down low. But he gets found in traffic, number 13. And actually that was number 15 from the Bears. Marcus Washington, the freshman forward. He'll get tangled up in the arms of Connor Aldridge, draw some contact as he was going up, and Connor Aldridge will head to the line. He'll make the first. And the Coyotes just seem to have a great control and pace to today's game. You see them taking their time, swinging the ball, playing effective offense, and once again, drilling home the free throws, which we saw in the women's matchup and in many of the men's matchups. Those free throws are so crucial as it gets near the end, especially against two competitive teams. Fleming swings it up to number 15, Marcus Washington. Washington will hand it off to Greer. And Greer looking for an answer. He's stuck in traffic. The Aldridge twins taking over. They'll get the steal. Connor back to Cohen. Cohen brings it around, looking for a pass. He'll find McCain. And Thomas now at the free throw line. He'll try to work some magic. He'll find Korab in the corner. And Korab will battle it out. McCain will slide in and get it back. Connor wide open at the three-point line. He'll test his luck. It's no good. He'll come off a little short. A good thought from Connor as he was wide open. Washington will try to take it all the way. He gets blocked. But Washington, in an attempt to try and regain control of the ball, will grab Connor Aldridge. And he'll get another foul. So the Bears will call a timeout. Coach Dwayne Eason trying to regroup his team as the Coyotes take a strong lead here in the first half, 21-13, with 9 minutes remaining. And once again, we talked about this, just this very calm, strategic basketball being played by the Coyotes. They're down several guys, but look, they've been in this position before. This has been the story of the Coyotes season. Injury after injury after injury, and I love the motto they've had, which is next man up. And you see that from these guys. They just step up to the plate, play solid offense, straight up defense, and it's paying off in this matchup. So Coach Eason returns his boys to the bench, talking them back into a rhythm. Hopefully they can get back on board and start scoring again. McCain will bring it down. Connor Aldridge in the corner beats Thomas right inside the free throw line. He takes a quick step, drives the basket, and scoops it up and in. Selah Thomas showing some serious offensive prowess in this match. Romero kicks it up to Ajuan. Ajuan to Greer. And Greer will feed Romero. He's wide open. He'll swish the three. Good ball movement from the Bears. Very fast-paced rotation and swinging of the ball. McCain will find Cohen. Cohen to Thomas. Thomas with the wide open look. He'll take it. It comes off a little strong, but Thomas will chase it down and get his own rebound. Coyotes almost lose it as Thomas passes it to Cohen, but Cohen recovers and hits McCain in the paint. Lockie trying to feed Carter Korab, and it will come off. It'll come off the feet of one of the Bear defenders. So the Coyotes will retain control and they'll pass it in from the baseline. Good pass from Maloney as he hits McCain. And Lockie McCain, like he did it in his sleep, a little spin move and fadeaway jumper, he'll get the points. Ajuan going big. He's got the height, but doesn't have the touch on that one. It's no good. Ollie Hinder will recover, and now Maloney will run point. He brings it over to Cohen. He'll swing it back over to McCain, testing the waters on each side. And a foul that they'll call on. They'll call it on. It looks like they'll call the foul on Cohen Aldridge as they feel he didn't have his footing and stumbled into the defender. However, they called it on 24, so they're going to work out the scorebook.
It said 24, but we need to clarify it's 21, correct?
So final call on the play, it will be 21, Cohen Aldridge with the offensive foul. And it will be the Bears that take control of the ball. They'll bring it down. Elijah Greer will kick it back up to Romero, and Romero over to Ajuan. Conga kicks it back to Romero. Fleming in the corner. He'll ride up, hit Ajuan. It's up at the top of the key at this point. Ajuan trying to find an opening. He'll hit Greer back up at the top. Clock expiring. They're trying to make something happen. Conga throws it up. It's good. Anthony Conga, with a little footwork of his own, he'll push in, shove out, and put it in. Aldridge to Maloney. They're looking for the inside man. They find him, and they'll kick it to the corner with Ollie Hinder, who shoots for a three of his own. It's no good. Back to Maloney. Good recovery by the Coyotes, getting their rebound. Hinder down low to McCain. McCain with a scoop up and over. And Lockie McCain will get the layup for his team. And McCain just playing a very effective game tonight. Being in the right spot at the right time. And you could tell, really feeding into his flow and his game and his touch as Elijah Greer will hit a three from the outside corner. And now Connor from way deep, fading away into the out. We'll put it up. It's close, but it's no good. And a call made for the Coyotes as AJ Ajawane goes in, tries for a Euro step, but Tegan Maloney finds his footing, plants his feet, and gets the charge called in his favor. And just good gameplay from Tegan Maloney. McCain will bring it back out, hit Maloney, feeds it over to Aldridge, and now Hinder down in the corner. He's trying to get it back out. He'll find Maloney. It's back at the top of the key. Maloney trying to make something happen with 7 on the clock. Maloney fights in, breaks away. Hinder from the 3. He'll fire. It's no good. And remember, Hinder does have some blockage, new face mask in his face, so who knows how that's hindering his game, no pun intended, this evening. As Connor Aldridge comes down with the rebound off a missed point from the Bears. And Cohen Aldridge feeds it up to Lockie McCain. Tegan Maloney find his comments. He'll drive down the middle. And Tegan going up strong, makes contact with number 13, Anthony Conga, who will get the contact and the foul called on him. It looks like, unsure whether he was trying to cut across to pick up a man or he was trying to get in the way of Maloney's drive, but nonetheless stepped right in front of his lane of traffic, and Maloney will go for a pair of his own. Big rotation of players as Kobe Mott checks in and Carter Korab's back in the game. Tegan will now go for his second free throw. And this one will bounce off the back. And Romero, Maximus Romero, will pick it up. Romero kicks it over to Ajwan and Greer. I apologize. Conga kicks it back up to Romero. Ajwan down in the paint. He gets fed. He's going to try to go big. Carter Korab with the big block. But Ajwan finds his rebound and the putback. He'll make it count. Maloney over to McCain. McCain kicks it, swings it back to the left over to Ma. Ma will try his own 3. It's no good. And Romero gets it down to Conga quick. But Conga loses control and gets trampled by Aldridge, who hustled to get the ball. But Romero will pick it up and get tripped up in traffic as Maloney dives on the floor, grabs the ball, and calls a timeout to maintain possession of the ball. And you can tell the Coyotes, they've been on the road, they've felt some defeat and losses, and frankly, they've had so many injuries this season that you can just tell they want to be here, they're hungry, and they're fighting for it all. So you got to appreciate the hustle from the Aldridge twins. I love Connor just absolutely diving on the floor to make a recovery of a loose ball. And that's the type of team Coach Silsby runs. He runs a tight ship. He wants his boys to hustle, play hard, and it don't matter if it's the first half, the second half, whether they're up by 20 or losing by 10, they're going to give it their all. And that's what we're seeing here tonight. Coyotes with the lead, 27-23. 3 minutes and 57 seconds left in the first half of what's been a well-played, aggressive, fun-paced game. And I love what I'm seeing by the Coyotes' offense here tonight. Thomas kicks it up to McCain, and Kobe Mott on the right side, or the left side, gets it down to Thomas down low. Carter Korab going big, going strong, and sends it home. And Carter Korab has just muscled his way to points here tonight against the Bears. Greer kicks it up to Romero. Romero feeds Greer down in the paint, or down in the corner. And a call made on that last play. It looks like Elijah Greer may have stepped out of bounds while in that corner. And so the Coyotes will pick up the ball and regain possession. McCain will feed Aldridge on the left side. He'll swing it back over to Thomas on the right. Aldridge down in the paint at the corner. He'll bring it back out, and they'll find Nolan Christensen. Carter Korup down low. He's looking around, thinking about it. He'll go big. He'll go strong. He'll scoop. It's no good. Nolan Christensen getting up over the much taller defender, number 15, Marcus Washington. But he'll bring it down and force it to go out of bounds off the Bears. So Coyotes will remain control. They'll pass it in from out of bounds, and Nolan Christian gets the inbound, misses the layup. It looks like it'll go out of bounds, and now the Bears will pick it up. AJ Ajuan will send it into Maximus Romero, and Romero will bring it down. Romero back up to Ajuan. He'll feed number 13, Conga. Washington, or Romero. Ajuan back up the top. He'll feed Fleming. Fleming over to Washington, but Thomas was quick. He was aggressive. He got in front of it, got the steal, but the ball got away from him, and he'll go out of bounds. A great hustle from Selah Thomas as he got his hand in front of that, made the steal. Didn't get the ball in time, but hustled to swing it back in. So Romero will bring it down, and Ajuan will kick it out to Romero in the corner. He'll feed Ajuan, and Ajuan will drive down. And a foul called on Cohen Aldridge on the way down in attempting to get the rebound. I believe he fouled A.J. Ajuan. A few substitutions. Tegan Maloney checking in for Cohen Aldridge. So the Bears will get the ball on their end of the court. Fleming feeds it over to Washington. Ajuan way in the paint. They're going to make a call against Carter Korup for the defensive hold. AJ Ajuan grabbing the ball and trying to spin around, got tangled up, and Carter Korup will take the hit. Fleming feeds Washington. They're going to go for it again. AJ Ajuan seeing the mismatch of the tall 6-footer against Tegan Maloney. He'll get the ball high and go up strong. McCain fed down in the paint. He'll kick Thomas. Thomas with the loose hands, trying to get there. It's a scramble. Bodies are on the floor. They're in a pile up, and once again, you got to appreciate the hustle from Selah Thomas, who lost grip of the pass, but was very quick to get on the ground and scramble to recover. The Bears will now pass it in from the sidelines. And Maximus Romero will check out for Elijah Greer. Greer running point, he'll bring it down. Thomas hot in pursuit. Washington now will get it. Fleming gets the handoff and gets it to Greer. Greer to Washington. They're going to go for it again over the top. It's no good. And you've seen that play a few times from the Bears. Swinging it around and trying to over the top it to A.J. Ajuan. The Coyotes managed to stop that one. Selah Thomas left wide open. He'll shoot. It comes off. It's no good. It's too strong. And now Greer keeps it alive and hits A.J. Ajuan. Kanga against the big man Carter Korup with a nice jumper. Gets some serious height and just over the tops it against Carter Korup. He'll get two. .56 seconds left in this half as Selah Thomas kicks it to the corner. Connor Aldridge in the corner. He feeds McCain. McCain back up to the top. It's Tegan Maloney. Maloney to McCain. McCain driving the lane. Tries to get it up and gets it snatched away by the Bears. Fleming feeds Kanga. Kanga swings it back to Fleming from deep. It's no good. Comes off a little low and tight and rides right over the rim and bounces out. And now the Coyotes will play for the last possession. 17 seconds on the shot clock. 16 seconds on the clock. Maloney with some pressure. Maloney over to McCain. 6 seconds left. They're trying to make something happen. And they get tangled up. And now the Bears will try to make it count. 0.2 left on the clock. 0.2 left on the clock and a foul against number 13, Anthony Kanga, as he was going up strong off the steal and fast court break. So now he'll head to the line and play for final possession with 0.2 on the clock. Coyotes with a 2-point lead. And he'll miss the first. Anthony Kanga, 85% from the free throw, according to his statistics. And he'll miss both. So the clock will expire and Coyotes will go to halftime. 29-27. Coyotes maintain their lead, but not much space for comfort for the Coyotes as they head into the locker room, only having a 2-point lead. The Bears unable to tie it up as Anthony Kanga misses his 2 free throws. Both teams playing tremendously well, a lot of effort, a lot of hustle, and you got to appreciate the composure. I just got to comment, the composure from the Coyotes has just been very solid. They've maintained their game. They've maintained the flow. Love what I've seen from Lockie McCain. You know, we just haven't seen enough of him this season due to injury, but he's played some crucial role here tonight with 7 points currently on the board. Carter Korab, consistent, coming in, being the muscle, and pounding the backboard. 6 points for him. Nolan Christensen put into that big man roll down in the paint, and he's answered the call. Not having a lot of height on him, you'd think he'd be more of a guard, but he currently has 5 points for himself. So great work from the Coyotes. They'll head to a halftime where they'll discuss and put a game plan together. On the other end, Phoenix College, Eli Fleming coming out and really answering back to some of the shots from Lockie McCain. 2 threes of his own for 6, and then an inside shot for 2. So 8 points for Eli Fleming. Maximus Romero coming out strong with 2 free throws and a 3-pointer. And then A.J. Ajuane with some nice over-the-tops and a 3-pointer of his own for 5 points. We'll take a quick break and be right back after this halftime for the second half of this game, Phoenix College versus the Coyotes. Well, we are back just minutes before the second half of this matchup here at the Kyle Center on a doubleheader Saturday. Phoenix College versus your Chandler-Gilbert Coyotes. The Coyotes currently maintaining a lead of 2 points, 29-27. But it's really been an even matchup between these two squads. Phoenix College playing strong offensive basketball, maintaining their defense, and the Coyotes likewise. They've played really well. I've liked what I've seen, but you know, in these type of games, that's really where the small things matter. And I think we're seeing that play out. The free throws, the missed passes, the just the small lacking of execution here and there. And we see Coach Silsby, going in that timeout, not where he wants to be, leaving for the halftime. He wanting a much bigger gap, but a little bit of a cushion or ability to take a breath. But that's just not the nature of this game tonight. 29-27 on the board, 2-point lead. Now we see, can the Cows come out? Can they score? Can they lock down on defense? And can they execute? They're down some men. Will Coates out with an ankle injury. Ollie Hinder playing with a face mask due to a concussion received against Scottsdale just a few nights ago. And Javen Price, their primary point guard, out due to illness. So they're down some men. Luckily, the Coyotes have been in this position before. In fact, they've been here pretty much all season. So their guys are stepping up to the plate, and here we are, here at the Coyote Center for an exciting matchup that you don't want to miss. Right now in the standings for the conference, we'll go with Division I. You got Eastern Arizona College in number 1, Cochise College. College of Southern Nevada, Arizona Western, Yavapai, Central Arizona, and then Community Christian. And then on our end in Division II, you have Pima Community College with an 11-0 record. Chandler-Gilbert in second with 6-4. Glendale 5-5. Scottsdale 5-5. Phoenix 3-7. South Mounted 3-7. And Mesa with a record of 3-8. So a tight conference other than Pima, who currently stands undefeated. Really, as we lean to the postseason, could be anyone's game. We're back live in action. Coyotes in the home white and teal. Tegan Maloney bringing it down. He'll hit McCain on the left side, swinging it around. McCain thought about it. He saw an opening. He'll hit Aldridge in the corner for the open shot. Comes off strong over the side. Connor not hitting his shot from the outside, so Romero will bring it down, dish it out to number 13, Kanga. And Kanga will hit Ajuan. Now Greer bringing it down, trying to swing it over the top. And we've seen that play multiple times here tonight. A nice swinging around. Ajuan going down and catching a deep over-the-top pass. Didn't work for them that time. Teagan up at the top. He'll swing it over to Cohen Aldridge. And now Cohen hits Connor in the corner. Well, and McCain going into the center of the paint. Nice little dribble, drop step, and he'll put it away for the Coyotes. Ajuan tries to feed his man, number 13, Kanga, but can't get through the defense. The Coyotes will retain control and bring it down. They're swinging around. Connor in the corner. McCain back in the paint. He'll find Carter. Korab with a little reverse of the hand. He'll switch sides and put it right up and over. And you can tell when the Coyotes are playing their style basketball, the offense just hums. And that was a great example of that right there. Greer with the ball, brings it up to Fleming. Fleming over to Kanga. A little screen from Fleming. Kanga will bring it up to Ajuan. Ajuan with the screen and dips down into the corner. They thought about doing another play, dumping it over, but they'll send it to Greer, who will drop it from the outside 3. That's 3 points for Elijah Greer. A little back and forth between the Coyotes and the Bears early in this first half, or the second half. And now Cohen in the paint. He'll spin it around, kick it back out, and find Maloney. Maloney will go strong, and he'll make his mark. A nice little give and go from Teagan and Cohen Aldridge. Ajuan up at the top. He feeds Fleming, who comes around and gives it back to Romero. And Greer will drive the baseline. His attempt to go in is no good. He'll come down, and Maloney and Greer will get tangled up, and he'll go into jump ball. So Romero, he'll pass it in from the baseline on the offensive end for the Bears. And Greer will pass up to Ajuane. He'll dribble it around and hand it off to Kanga. Kanga over to Greer, back to Fleming. And they're just swinging it from side to side now. They find the corner with Kanga. Kanga will shoot. He'll score. 3 points for Anthony Kanga, who really has some great athleticism he's displayed here tonight. Off his drive, his speed, and then just the elevation he gets on his jump has been fun to watch, to say the least. McCain gets a little break. He'll kick it out to Maloney. He finds an open shot. He'll take it. It's no good. Korab with the recovery and the rebound. He'll feed McCain. McCain looking down to Carter in the corner. He'll drive. He'll go big. And a charge in favor of the Bears will be called as A.J. Ajuane had his feet planted and held his ground. He'll take the tumble to the floor, but it'll be in favor for his team, and the Bears will bring it down. And I believe Phoenix just recently beat Scottsdale as well, another talented team in this league, and a team that's above them on ranking. Obviously, they lost to Mesa just a few nights ago, so it just goes to show that this league is so talented. There's so much talent in the pool, and obviously we know Pima's ranked #1 right now. They've got a great team, and they came off a great run last season. But beyond just Pima, there's so much talent in the Valley, and really it's anyone's game, and I think we see that night after night. Sometimes it's a win for the Coyotes. Sometimes it's a win over a team that's ranked higher than you. Sometimes it's a team that's lower than you gets the win. And so it's anyone's game as Eli Fleming sparks the match, ignites the match, and buries a 3. (35-36). Eli Fleming taking the lead away from the Coyotes with that splasher from deep. Maloney will drive in, little Euro step, and he'll draw contact from Maximus Romero. I don't know where Maximus Romero's from, but I love his name. I'll try to find out where he's from, if I can. But Tegan Maloney will head to the line. And he'll shoot his first, and it will be good for him. No hometown listed for Maximus Romero. And that one will come off a little rough from Tegan Maloney, so Phoenix will pick it up. Nonetheless, can't find where he's from, but Maximus Romero has a great name. As Anthony Kanga really starting to make his mark at the three-point line, drops it from the corner. And they'll force a timeout to the Coyotes as in a few minutes the Phoenix Bears have taken the lead and kind of sparked a fire under their team as they take the lead. Coach Silsby looking to pull his boys back together, find their rhythm, and stay in this game. They started to get hot from the outside, but a cool breeze came from Phoenix and blew out their fire, and now they've regained control. We'll take a quick break and be right back. We're back, and the Coyotes have possession of the ball. They'll swing it over back to McCain. McCain will release from the outside. It's no good. Elijah Greer brings it down. You can hear Coach for the Bears saying, slow down, run the play, don't get ahead of yourself. Good advice from Coach. They'll go up strong, pound the board, but can't make it happen. So the Coyotes will take back control, and McCain will give it up to Cohen. Ollie Hinder checking into the game, getting some heat from Kanga, but he'll pass over to Cohen, kick it out to Thomas. Thomas will penetrate, kick it back out to McCain with a wide open shot. He'll fire, it's good. Lockie McCain for another triple. And you could tell that fired him up. What a great release from the sophomore from down under. Greer, he'll drive in, pass Hinder, he'll kick it out to Fleming. Fleming will try to answer back on the three-point range. He can't answer. McCain will bring it down. McCain doing a great job communicating to his team, running the offense. And that's what they need right now to keep themselves in the game and get the lead. Hinder at the top finds Cohen on the inside lane. And Cohen will check out the game for Kobe Mott coming in as the ball came off the hands of Cohen and went out of bounds, leading to the Bears taking over possession. Elijah Greer running the point. He'll kick it up to Romero. Romero feeds Fleming. A little screen. He'll dish it back up to Washington. And Washington finds Greer. Greer swinging it around. It's back up the top with Fleming. Tonga hits Washington. Washington. Romero, little feeder. He'll drive the lane. Dish for the open three. Greer, can he make it? No, he can't. It's no good from Greer. Way over the top. McCain to Thomas. A little more spacing from the Coyotes. And Hinder, hand in the face, he'll find Connor Aldridge, who just releases too strong off the glass on the open feeder. Romero goes up strong, hand in the face with a wide open float. Defense from the Coyotes hadn't fully set up in position, but Ollie Hinder will pick up the contact as he face-palmed Romero on the way up. So Maximus Ramiro will shoot to make the first. He's again a 58% free throw shooter. And we talked about these are the little things. And I can't emphasize that enough. I've probably oversaid it on this broadcast already, but it's these little things, the free throws, the missed passes, the good passes that are going to make the difference in this game. He'll miss the second. So one good free throw for Romero, one missed. It'll be a Coyotes ball now. And Hinder with a hand in the face, he's trying to get it over. Mott will pick it up. He looks, he passes over to Thomas. Thomas feeds Hinder. Hinder goes to town, he goes to work, and he'll way overthrow it. Ajawayne brings some height to the table on Hinder. Gets a hand in the face, makes it hard for the big man to see. Now Greer brings it down, and Ajawayne will try to feed it over the top to Washington. And Washington, a quick pound to the ground and goes up firm. He gets it in. McCain in the corner. Little pump fake, he'll drive, dish it to Mott. Mott was open, he thought about it, he'll drive instead. Little floater. Nice little jumper attempted, but Kobe Mott can't land it, and Hinder will rim it in and out on the putback. Ajawayne wide, he'll shoot for it. It's way off. It'll come off just barely off the rim, go out of bounds. Number 13, Kanga checking in for number 23, Tristan Williams. And number 15, Marcus Washington, will be swapped out for, I believe, Eli Fleming. Carter Korab checking in. Hinder over to Maloney. Maloney to Cohen. Maloney back at the top. He'll swing it over to Cohen. 8 seconds on the shot clock. He's got to do something. He's looking for anything. Aldridge loses the handle and the ball goes out. And just Cohen Aldridge just with the loose handles. Ball slips out of his control, and that will be a Bears possession. Lockie McCain will check in for Cohen Aldridge, who gets pulled out. Romero works around, a little handoff to Eli. Ajuane kicks it to Greer. Greer tries to find an inside lane, feeds Ajuane with the 1-2, rims it in and out. And the Bears bench did not like that one. And that's tough. You know, when you're going and you got the open look, a good feeder, and you rim it in and out, there's nothing worse. There's no worse feeling than that. Lockie McCain on the outside. He'll shoot. It's good. Lockie McCain, just electric from the outside three. And you got to love, he knew his positioning. He took the step back, won the extra point, and he'll get it. Lockie McCain lighting up the scoreboard. Greer with the ball, driving again. He'll kick it out to Kanga. Kanga will try to answer, and he will. Anthony Kanga popping out for a three of his own. Anthony Kanga now with his third three of the night. A triple-triple. And Thomas tries to dish it down to Ollie Hinder, but Eli Fleming had his hands all over that. He'll bring it down to Romero, and they'll swing it down to the corner. Kanga with time, looking around. He'll field it to Ajuane. A mismatch between Maloney and Ajuane. You can hear Coach Dwayne calling to his big man, go up. Tegan Maloney get him trapped down low, and they'll get tangled up. So the Coyotes will pick up the ball and gain possession. As the timeout's called on the Coyote end, Coach Silsby bringing them in as they're down 5 points with 9 left in this game. So much more to see. 9 minutes is an eternity in the game of basketball, and these teams are determined to win. We'll be right back after a short break. Well, we're back after a short timeout called by Coach Silsby, head coach of the Coyotes. After they had possession, a great steal from Tegan Maloney, tangling up the big man A.J. Ajuane. But I think Coach Silsby, knowing he's got 10 minutes left on the clock, just wants to get his team solidified, rolling, and consistent if they're going to pull a win. Coyotes down 5. And contact on the play as Carter Korab went up strong and drew contact from number 23, Tristan Williams. So Carter Korab will head to the line. He'll shoot a pair. And I guess I was mistaken. That was 24, A.J. Ajuane, who got that called on. So sink the first. Now go for the second. And the second one's good as well. So Carter having a great night. Very consistent down low, made his free throws, and that's what you want to see from an individual player, just good execution on the position he plays. Washington hands it off to number 23, Tristan Williams. Kanga with the handoff to Romero. And the Coyotes doing a great job locking them out of the inside. Romero will break through and kick it out to Fleming. Fleming with another 3-point. It's good. Eli Fleming. Between Eli Fleming and Anthony Kanga, the Bears have started to lock up and shoot the lights out of the Coyotes Center. And Cohen Aldridge from the corner will clap back and answer the call as he drops a 3 of his own. Kanga at the top. He'll hand off to Fleming. You can hear the Coyote bench cheering for their team. Trying to regain control. Maloney will strip it away from Anthony Kanga. And number 13, Anthony Kanga, will pick up a foul as he stripped it away from the Bear guard. He'll come in and make the contact and draw the foul. So Korab now at the top of the key. He'll hand it off to McCain. McCain wings it over to the Aldridge twins. Carter down low, under pressure. Congo with the contact. So Congo will pick up his 4th foul of the night. And you can tell Bears talking to the refs, wondering where the contact was at. But it will stand. The refs will make the call, and Carter Korab will head to the line. He'll make the first one. Now he'll go for a second. And these free throws, they make a big difference in tonight's matchup with such a small gap to climb for the Coyotes. Now closing up by a two-point lead, or 2-point disadvantage for the Coyotes, rather, with the Bears leading by 2. Washington over to Fleming. Fleming will dribble it out, find Romero. He'll swing it over to Kanga. And Kanga swings it back over to Washington. Good rotation from these Bears. Greer jumping through the lane. He'll plant, reverse, fly it up, but it's no good. And McCain will bring it down. Maloney into the corner with Cohen Aldridge. He'll dribble down the baseline and bring it back out the other side. McCain directing offense. He'll hit Carter up at the top. Carter mismatched with Fleming on defense. Now Connor swings it over to McCain. McCain thought about it, hits Cohen for the 3, and it rims. But Connor will recover for another attempt at the shot. Conga all up in his face. He'll feed the big man, Carter Korab, with Washington in the trail. He'll go big, he'll go strong. It's good. Carter Korab, a muscle machine in the post tonight, as he puts up another 2 for the team. All tied up here at the Coyote Center with 6:30 on the clock, 48-48. Romero in the corner, flings it back up to Kanga. Washington reverses it over to Greer. Greer will pressure in, kick it back out. Fleming, 8 seconds on the clock, got to make something happen. Romero will test the waters, bring it back out, and it's picked up by Cohen Aldridge on the mismatch and the misread from the Bears. Cohen tries to go the distance, kicks it into the corner to McCain. He'll splash it from the 3. Rocky McCain with the electric outside shot. He'll find his mark, and the Coyotes will regain control of the game, 51-48. Washington kicks it to Conga, and Fleming trying to answer the explosive points. Romero with a little jumper. He'll make it happen. Great game from Maximus Romero as well. Gotta love the discipline from these two teams trying to make it happen. So Maximus Romero will come out right before the timeout. He'll drive the lane, put a little jumper up in the air, and splash a couple more points in the bucket for the Bears. That leaves them 51-50 as the Bears call a timeout, feeling the energy that frankly exploded out of nowhere from the Coyotes and the Coyote bench. And that's a good sign. We love to see that, especially late in games when things are all tied up. A team that can come together, pull the energy, pull the passion, and fight are the teams that will have success not only in the season, but in the postseason as well. So we hope to see that continue. Obviously, Coach Dwayne Eason, with quite a resume himself, coached for over 15 years, coached at the collegiate level, high school level, and just has a great mind for the game. Is cooking up something on his end to try and put the Coyotes to sleep here on their home court. So we'll see who will prevail in the next 5.5 minutes. Obviously, so much more to see as these two teams are all matched up. A bit of a repeat from the girls' game. We expect this to be tight and hard fought till the end. We're back on the court with Tegan Maloney running the point. He'll kick it over to Cohen Aldridge. Back to Tegan. McCain, Cohen in the middle. He'll go up big, strong, and get the two. Cohen Aldridge really locking in here in the last few minutes with a nice three-point bucket, and now this drive to the basket, and off the backboard it goes. Connor will try to make for the steal. But in the heat of the moment, he'll reach in and foul number 2, Elijah Greer. So Connor will pick up a foul, and the Bears will send it in from the sideline. Romero finds Washington. Greer on the left side swings it back over to Ajwain. Man, Eli with a little handoff, and Greer picks it back up. Ajwain, Fleming, Washington tries to throw it over the top to Ajwain, and that has been a no-go as the Coyotes read that one perfectly and block the overhead pass. Now the Coyotes will try to answer back. Cohen right down the lane, little feeder over the top, but he comes up short. Cohen probably expecting a little more pressure as he knocked the big man over and just undershot it. Greer gets tangled up in defense and throws it out of bounds. I believe it will be off the hands of the Coyotes, so Bears will remain in control, and they'll pass it in from the baseline on their end of the offensive court. Ajwain over to Fleming. Little screen from Ajwain, and Fleming will bring it back out. Washington at the top to the left side to Romero. Romero drives on the opposite end into the paint. He goes up strong and comes up short. And Maloney will bring it down. Tegan Maloney, another one of those players who's just really stepped to the plate. We haven't seen a ton of him all season, but man, when he's in the game, and tonight he's showing up big and really playing a great guard/point guard for the Coyotes tonight. Cohen feeding Connor on the left-hand side of the court. Connor, a little jumper, and silky smooth, like it was nothing. He'll pull up and splash it away. And it's good to see the boys showing up big in moments like this when the game's tight. Ajwain way out. He'll bring it in. But Lockie McCain will get called for the contact on A.J. Ajwain as he got the long lob and drove in. Couldn't quite see the exact contact that was made, but nonetheless, the refs will call it in favor of the Bears. And Ajuane will sink it. That's one made for the big man. He'll go for the second. He'll blast that one away as well. So Coyotes now maintaining the lead. Bears trying to work their way up, but it's no big gap. Maloney brings it around. Aldridge back to Maloney. Maloney drives the lane. He sees the opening and gets tripped up in traffic. Greer in the corner. He'll try to hit it. It's no good. McCain will bring it down, and now it's all about composure. The Coyotes running a silky smooth offense, minimize mistakes, put some points on the board, but run the clock. McCain from deep. The Thunder from down under. He'll make some noise of his own as he puts another triple on the board. And now the Bears will work their way around, finding Washington in the post. He's going to try and go big. Hinder with the jump, and Washington reads it well. He gives a little pump fake. Hinder comes over the top, draws the contact, and Washington will go for the three-point play. So now Washington will shoot. And he'll sink that like it was nothing. Marcus Washington, a 64% free throw shooter, so pretty good. Fairly accurate from the free throw line. Averaging 8 points a game. Looks like typically coming off, at least tonight, coming off the bench as a reserve player, but making his mark. Currently, at least to my record, with 5 points. Anthony Conga, 11. And Eli Fleming with 11 as well. So some solid offensive playmaking from the Bears. And you can tell they've got a system, they're running it. And Coach Dwayne Eason has done a good job managing this team. Very impressed by the ship he's running over there. On the other end, the Coyotes also doing a great job running a tight ship, executing on the offense, and you got to love Lockie McCain. Absolutely electric tonight, playing in the big moments and pulling up when needed the most. And right now, he needed that three, and he took the opportunity, and he made it count. So now we're just 2 minutes away from the end of this game. 58-55, Coyotes in the lead. They fought hard. They fought their way back into the number one position, and now it's all about maintaining control. Locking in, minimizing mistakes, and running the clock. You can tell Bears defense coming up a little bit further, trying to lock out the Coyotes. Corab will hit McCain. McCain finds Connor, and Cohen open in the corner. He'll shoot. He'll miss. It's no good for Cohen Aldridge in the corner shot. Greer will bring it down. And now the Bears will play for the point. Washington hands off to Fleming. Gives it to Ajuane, and now Romero will bring it around. Washington down into the corner. Greer brings it back up. They find Romero. They're hoping to get an opening. Romero goes up. He fades away, and it's no good. Comes off the back. Carter Korab with the rebound. 1:20. The Bears' chances of taking the lead and winning dwindling as the Coyotes lock down control. Maloney brings it around. They're going to run the clock, take their time. McCain goes in hard, punches out, and he puts it away. Rocky McCain, the red-headed wonder, having the night of his life here at the Coyote Center. And Greer fumbles, trips himself up, and throws the ball away. Greer will draw contact on Tegan Maloney for the foul to pause the shot clock. And now, clock 43 seconds. Coyotes with a 5-point lead. Thomas finds McCain, and another foul is drawn. At this point, just a game of running the clock, pausing it, and trying to find an opportunity to score. A bit of a... And Selah Thomas will overshoot the pass to Lockie McCain, which sends it out of bounds. And once again, those are the little mistakes that you just can't afford in a game like this. Now, Coyotes in a good spot, 5 points ahead. But look, a couple bad mistakes, and that can turn into a 3-point and a 2. Quick 3, a little layup, and the Bears find themselves all tied up and headed to overtime. 40 seconds left on the clock in this absolutely energizing matchup. Tied all the way to the end, 60-55. We'll be right back. .40 seconds remaining as both teams take back to the court in this doubleheader Saturday. We sure appreciate everyone joining us for this great matchup between these two aggressive teams. Ajawain for the deep 3. He'll miss. And another foul as Romero goes to stop the clock and sends the Coyotes to the free throw line as they've hit the bonus. And Cohen Aldridge will now step to the free throw line to shoot. Cohen will ace and ice that one. Cohen shooting 67%, basically 68% from the free throw line. And he'll ace the second one. Way over the top, trying to hit Washington. He'll come off too strong and go over the top. And Romero will foul him again. 21 seconds eating away before the clock expires. And you could tell Coach Eason wishes his boys would slow it down, take the smarter play, but they rushed. Throw it over the top, and so now the Coyotes will head back to the free throw line. Cohen will ace another. These free throws just moving the needle ever so slightly. And he'll get the second. 20 seconds left on the clock. Greer will bring it down. They're looking to do something. And Greer trying to find an opening. He'll feed Ajawain, and he'll put an easy 2 buckets on the board. Good execution by the Bears on that last play. Here Coach Eason telling him to slow down, find the opening, and Greer did exactly that. Opened up the lane, took his time, and fed the big man, A.J. Ajawain, so he could get the 2. 6:57. We'll take a quick break. Be right back. Both teams coming back out onto the court for the last 10 seconds of this Coyote thriller. 64-57, Coyotes taking the lead. Much on the shoulders of Lockie McCain after several great points. Bears will get in the way of that inbound play, knock it out. And so the Coyotes will go to the sideline. And try again. Adjustment to the clock. Now 9.5. Looking for an opening. And the Coyotes will call a timeout as they were struggling to find a clean inbound pass and wanting to maintain control. They'll run another timeout. So now it really comes down to just running the clock, locking in, and you can tell Coach Silsby doesn't want to leave anything to chance. Too easily a game can get away from you. And while 9.5 seconds seems like so little, so much can happen in such a short time. So we'll take a short timeout and be right back. The Kites will get the ball in. Lockie McCain passing to Cohen Aldridge, and he's looking to dribble it out. And the clock will expire. The Coyotes taking the win over Phoenix College in this tight and very thrilling matchup between these two squads. Both teams came with some energy and power, and big kudos to Phoenix College. They played a great game, worked their tails off, and you could tell they put a lot of heart behind everything they did. So great execution on both ends. A fun, thrilling game here on doubleheader Saturday. Big thanks to Dwayne Eason, the Phoenix College Bears, for coming out. The great staff here on hand at Chandler-Gilbert. And for all the fans for tuning in. The Coyotes, obviously the game here today on February 1st against Phoenix College. They will then have another home game next Wednesday on the 5th against South Mountain Community College. So they'll be here next Wednesday, another game you don't want to miss. They'll then be away on the road Saturday the 8th against Mesa Community College. So they'll be facing off against the Thunderbirds. And they'll be back Wednesday on the 12th playing Pima Community College, number 1 ranked team in the conference, the Aztecs. So a lot of games up and coming before we get into postseason. A little count of the scores here. Lockie McCain with a explosive game. .21 points, according to my record. It could be wrong. 21 points from Lockie McCain here tonight. 13 from the big man Carter Korab. Just excellent execution on his part, down low in the paint and at the free throw line. Cohen Aldridge, 9 points from Cohen. And then a few from other players. Nolan Christensen, 5. Ollie Hinder, 2. On the other end, Max Romero with 8 points. Anthony Kanga with solid athleticism and explosiveness. 11 points from him. Eli Fleming with 11 as well. And the big man AJ Ajuane with 9. We'll take a short time out, hopefully get a few interviews. and we'll go from there. Well, turns out we are actually short a microphone and headset tonight, so we will forego the post-game interviews. But big thank you to everyone who showed up tonight, who participated online watching the game, the fans in the stands, and the energy from the crowd was amazing. Big thanks to everyone. Big thanks to the staff here at CGCC, to Russ Luce, the athletic director, to Coach Silsby, to the Phoenix squad who showed and played today, and the great staff and officials here tonight for officiating the game and making all this possible. We will be back here at the Coyotes Center next Wednesday as the Coyotes take on another team here on their home court. And we'll be back and have another exciting matchup. So big thanks to everybody. This has been a presentation of Chandler-Gilbert Athletics. I'm Matt McCurdy. Thank you and good night.